form of y equals mx plus c. When I used to teach it, I only ever use this here. I don't know why. I don't want to do it again, but it's just what's there. Once again, I think it's just applying your skill. Sometimes you may be asked to use this. So this y1 and x1 represents a point or a set of coordinates. So what we're going to do, and it doesn't matter which one we label x1, x1, y1, x2, y2, just as long as we're consistent. So I'm going to call this over here x1, and that's y1. This point is x2, and this point is y2. Okay, so just like before, what we're going to do, we need to find our gradient. And then once we find our gradient, we put that into there, and then we substitute our value of x1 and y1, and then we solve, and then we end up with y and x plus c. We're not going to end up solving for c. Just as we go through this process of expanding and transposing, we'll end up with c. Okay, so let's have a look at our gradient. So let's draw this. So we're going from, we're going from a point -1 and 3, which is going to be about there, to 1 and 7, which is about there. So that's what our graph's going to look like. So our gradient is definitely going to be positive. Okay, so now from there, we're going to go from -1 to 1. So how far across have we gone? We've gone 2 units to the right. We're going to go from 3 up to 4. So we're going to, 3 to 7. I've given it away. We're going to go up 4 units. So m equals a rise of 4 over 2, which ends up with 2. So now, instead of m, y minus y1 equals, instead of m, we're going to write 2x minus x1. And that is definitely a 1, not a 2. Alright, now what we do is we substitute these values for this point into here. So instead of y1, instead of y1, I'm going to write 3 equals 2x, and instead of x1, I'm going to write -1. So minus -1, I'm going to put some brackets in there so you know I'm substituting. Okay, so now from there, we've got y minus 3 equals 2, and we've got x plus 1, and then we expand, y minus 3 equals 2x plus 2, bring this 3 over to the other side, y equals 2x plus 5. And that's the way we go through that. So that's our final equation. So c is equal to 5, and our gradient is equal to 2. So just to go through that again. As I said in the past, my advice, draw it so you get an idea as to what you're looking for. Our gradient, we find our gradient. We've got our run. So we've gone from one point to another. That's how far we run. Our y is our rise. Write that as m, rise over run. Solve for m. Write it in this equation, and then go through, expand and transpose, so you end up with,